This week we're going to revisit some of the classics, starting with Have You Ever Seen the Rain by Credence Clearwater Revival. I do have a backtrack for it as well, so with the backtrack we should have something sounding like this. Nice little riff. Second riff. And the verse starts here, someone told me long ago. Nice and easy rhythm pattern, no big changes. Second line G. Back to C. Third line, when it's over, so they say. Fourth line, I know. What's the change here on the C, C7? Chorus, I want to know. And what's the bass line? You hear it? What's the pinky on the A minor coming up now? There's the pinky. Third line. And back to riff 2 after the C. Here we go. And that's what it sounds like with the backtrack. Now let's take you step by step through it. And before we get to the chords, I want to sort out the rhythm first. So I'm going to get a bit closer with the strumming hand. I'm using a pick. You may use fingers if you want to. I'm not too fussy with that. And the rhythm is a standard, very often used rhythm. Down, down, up, up, down. And if you want to add an extra strum up at the end like this, down, down, up, down, up, that's also permissible. In fact, a combination of the two of them is actually quite cool as well. If you're into the counting, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or with an extra strum, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm going to take you through the chords next, to take you step by step just to revise the basic chords. Starting with A minor, you can see fingers 1, 2 and 3 there, just getting different angles so you can see the positioning. Strum 5 strings, not the top string. F, first finger goes flat. Your F chord, I'm sure you're familiar with this as well. Don't strum the top 2, so it's just 4 strings. And then C. 1 skips a string for the finger 2, and the third finger goes to the 5th string. There's your C chord. Now, for the beginning, each of these chords get played through once. So if you bring both strumming and fretting hand into the picture, we'd have something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, C, riff 1. Now, on the PDF file that I sent through with the link to the video busy watching, you'll see underneath the chorus it says riff 1, and it starts with a 2-0, and that 2 is on the 3rd string from the bottom. You can see I'm also using my second finger for fret number 2. So for these riffs, try and keep the fret number and the finger number the same. It's just going to really work well for you. So it's going to be 2 open on the 3rd string, come up to 2 on the 4th string, play it twice with a little pause there, and back to the 0, the open 3rd string. So slow motion, we'd have this starting middle finger, finger 2 on the 3rd string again, and here we go. Notice those little pauses I put inside there. Try and get those pauses working too. Now I'm going to take you through the second riff as well while I'm at it, while you get a nice close-up view. That starts with a 1 open, and that 1 is on the 2nd string. So it's 1 open on the 2nd string. Middle finger number 2 comes to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Tiny gap, and then 2 again onto the open. So your second riff. Now, if we put the entire introduction together, and this only gets played once at the beginning of the song, your sequence is A minor, so I'm going to count and take you through it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, it's A minor, F, C, riff 1, back to C, riff 2, and that's the basic introduction. Okay. Now for the verse. The verse is super easy. It's one of the easiest verses you're ever going to play. It's basically a C chord for 4 times in a row. So while you're singing "Someone Told Me Long Ago," you're simply going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and long ago, and like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, all the storm I know. And on the no, you're onto the G chord. G is going to go through twice, and then you're going to come back to C for coming for some time. Now, if you play the first and second lines with me, you get the picture. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. First C, second C, third C, and fourth C off to G. Second G now, back to C. And then you start all over again. But at the end of the fourth line, which is shining down like water, we're going to add in the C7. Now C7 is quite a cool chord. We can see there's a normal C from a different angle, and all that happens is you bring the pinky onto the third string on the third fret. So your normal C sounds like this, and C7. And you'll notice that the rhythm changed a little bit for the C7 too. For the C7, we strum all down strums, because it's basically the build-up that leads us to the chorus. So if you play the last C to C7, you're going to have C, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you can see my strumming hand all down strokes. It just builds it, it gives a bit of an indication that something's going to happen. And in this case, you're going to go to the chorus. Okay, let's just take it once through the whole verse, just for formality, and then we can look at the chorus. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, C. The part that I like the most of this song is the chorus, because it's got a very cool descending bass line. So you need to hear this happening in the background. We need to hear that. But before we do that part there, we're going to have an F, 1 string, G, 1 string. And now comes that fun part. Now I'm going to focus first of all on this hand. And we can see the movements first of all. You're going to pick the fifth, pick the fourth. I'll show you the strumming hand now. Strum down and up. Then ring finger simply slides back to give us C/B, which is a C chord with a B bass note. And you strum again, string 5, 4, and then you strum down and up. A minor, easy transition. The ring finger goes under the middle finger, and you'll notice fingers 1 and 2 haven't actually left the strings yet. Again, you're going to strum 5, 4, down, up, and then pinky goes all the way to the top, and we're going to pluck now 6, 4, down, up. But let's get the fretting hand and strumming hand combined, and we can see how it all works together. Okay, as mentioned, we've gone through this F and the C, and now with that C part, F and G, sorry, not the C part, it's going to go 5th string, 4th string, down, up. Move that ring finger back. And you can see the movement here with my picking hand. A minor, 5th string, 4th string, down, up. And then pinky to the top, 6, 4, down, up. Now in context, it's going to sound like this. F, I wanna know. And now you go. So it's a really cool, useful technique, because you can actually use this whole C to A minor thing for lots of songs. For example, if you're looking at Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. Same concept. So it's a very important technique to get going with this. Let's take it together once through. Your first and second lines for the chorus are repetition. So it's F, G, then the C riff with the moving bass line, and you play it all again. Let's try the chorus. First and second lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, and F, and G, and here we go, and back to F, and G, it's F and G again, and then normal C, and that last little part that I played is riff number 2, which you're playing through once more. That, folks, is Have You Ever Seen the Rain? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had lots of fun with it. If there's any questions, let me know. You've got my WhatsApp details. And hope you have an awesome day. Thank you.